never trust you with blessings until he can test you with burdens. He will never trust you with blessing until he can test you with a burden. Because if you can handle this, you can handle anything. I'm trying to move through this, but one of the first funerals I had at my church at home when I was pastoring in Louisiana, this lady that lived next door to the church, her daughters, some of her daughters lived in Los Angeles, and they came back to the funeral. And one of the daughters rode with me to the cemetery, and she was just looking out the window, not particularly talking to me. She was just looking out the window, and then she just said all of a sudden something that I've gone back to year in and year out, because I've lived long enough to see this be true. She just said, not talking to me, just talking out the window to herself. She said, once you lose your mother, it ain't too much else can hurt you. Once you can stand up under this test, it's not too much else that's going to push you aside. And I've watched God through the years send some burdens my way that would have taken me under if I didn't have faith to trust that if God can be a mother for the motherless, a father for the fatherless, God will be a friend when you're by yourself. God will be money when you need it the most. God will send somebody in your life just at the time you need them to show up. Somebody here ought to help me testify. If you trust and never doubt, he will surely. I wish I had 2 or 3 witnesses here. I need somebody who's lost something that you thought you'd never stop crying, but God stood you back up on your feet again. And you can testify, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. If you be not weary, then well do. In due season, you will reap if you faint not. The proverb says, if you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. Jeremiah says, if you've run with the footmen and they've wearied you, how shall you contend with horses? If you can't make it in the land where peace and prosperity abide, what are you going to do at the swelling of the Jordan? Isaiah says, hast thou not known? I wish I had a Bible reader. Hast thou not heard that the everlasting God, the Father, the creator of the ends of the earth, there's no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increases their strength. Even the youth shall faint and grow weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. I wish I had a witness. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not get weary. They shall walk and not faint. Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and they fell. Though a host should encamp against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desired of the Lord, and that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. Here it is. For in the time of trouble, he shall hide me. I'm trying to get back to my script here. But the psalmist said, wait on the Lord and be of good courage, and he will strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Every time I read that, I'm trying to leave it alone and go back to my script, but every time I read that, I think about my mom and dad when they were giving us instruction. My daddy would say, did you hear what I said? To myself. I said, I ain't deaf. I'm not deaf, I can hear you. That's what I said to myself. Who you think you're talking to? You hollering at me. That's what I said to myself. But my mama didn't say nothing about, did you hear what I said? She just said it one time and jumped on you if you didn't do it. My daddy was much more of a Christian than my mother was. But my father would say, whatever it is he was telling us to do, and then he said, did you hear what I said? When I think about that, when I read this psalm, the psalmist said, wait on the Lord. Did you hear what I said? And the only way you can talk like that is you've got to have some experience with waiting on the Lord. You need to tell somebody sitting next to you, wait on the Lord. Did you hear what I said? And the reason I can talk to you like that is because I've been through the storm and the rain. I've cried in my midnight hour. I know what it is to do without. Wait on the Lord. Did you hear what I said? Hear me, brothers and sisters. The things that God brought Abraham through were just pop tests for the fight. And you're going to have trouble with the final if you fail the pop test. Some of us are trying to get through the finals and we slept through the pop test. We're trying to get an A on the final and you didn't show up for class for the pop test. I wish I had somebody to help me preach it. The pop test is preparation for the final. Loves giving pop tests to folk who show up to class. And when trials come, and when tests come, and when quizzes come, you got to show up. And I'm not talking about showing up on Sunday morning, because anybody can show up on Sunday morning. You can come to class Sunday morning and never pay attention. So that when the test comes, you're looking on somebody else's paper, because you didn't study for the test yourself. But the test God sends, you can't look on my paper, because your test is individually tailor-made for you, and you got to pass your own test. Your faith will never be worth anything until it's been tested. Brothers and sisters, the word Moriah, the name Moriah, means foreseen by God. Is in the shadow of Mount Calvary. God has already decided how he's going to work it out. Mount Moriah is a dress rehearsal for Mount Calvary. Mount Moriah is a dress rehearsal for Mount Calvary. Because what's about to happen on Mount Moriah happened on the everlasting hills in eternity past. Because Christ is the Lamb of God slain before the foundation of the world. So what Abraham is doing here on Mount Moriah is a dress rehearsal for what God is going to do on Mount Calvary. And every act in the drama is recorded in order for us to get what God will do to make us trust Him.